Happy Monday, everybody. It's September 15th, and today on Game Rant, DICE confirms new crossplay modes for Battlefield 6, and not all platforms have made the cut. One game director is speaking out against the surprise release of Hollow Knight Silksong, and a Helldivers 2 reference has become evidence in a shocking national news story.
On the shores of Gibraltar. Welcome to the world of Battlefield 6.
We are now less than a month away from the October 10th launch of Battlefield 6, but even after 2 successful betas, developer DICE is still hard at work implementing new changes and systems. In a lengthy interview with game news outlet IGN, the team behind Battlefield 6 explained multiple technical and design concepts were still being fleshed out ahead of release, including the ability to engage in crossplay across console platforms only by turning off the game's default crossplay mode. Quote, console-only crossplay happens if you turn it off. When you flip that switch, then you get basically console-only crossplay, and that is we don't fill with PC players. End quote. In other Battlefield 6 news, Ripple Effect creative director Thomas Anderson spoke with Edge magazine teasing how the mechanics will differ from the recent betas. Quote, the class system has already moved beyond what's in open beta. We're moving the deploy beacon to assault instead of recon. They're going to be the one getting behind enemy lines, setting up all that sort of stuff. End quote. It's also been confirmed Battlefield 6's max player count will cap at 64, half of Battlefield 2042's 128 player matches. However, this reduced capacity is actually in line with fan requests, and DICE admitting their supersized matches were considerably less enjoyable than the franchise's traditional 64. One of the biggest gaming news stories of 2025 has to be the surprise launch of Hollow Knight Silksong. Following years of fan anticipation, the game's release date was revealed to be September 4th, only a handful of days prior to its release, creating a sudden spike in attention. And while most players are happy to finally close this chapter of Silksong's prolonged development, Rogue Factor's Jonathan Jack Bellatet, during an appearance on the Friends Per Second podcast, spoke out against the negative effects of Team Cherry's last-second reveal.
I want to say, oh, they caused this to us or somebody else. Like, I don't really care about that, and I don't want to get into that type of debate. When you know you're that big, I think a shadow drop is a bit like, wow.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like yeah. As a GTA 6 of indie, right? And to shadow drop something like this is a little callous.
Rogue Factor's new third-person game Hell Is Us also launched on September 4th, the same day as Hollow Knight Silksong. A release date announced well in advance of Silksong.
Did you see the third one?
It was okay. Deafening 2, Death to Meet You was way better.
I know, right? I hear in this one, a guy gets cut in half sideways, and you can see his brain and stuff.
Cool.
And now on to our main story. Last week, Borderlands 4 launched to a confluence of opinion. While critics largely approved of the game on certain platforms, the PC version of the game has been criticized for poor optimization, causing persistent stutter and constant crashing. With over 16,000 user reviews on Valve's Steam store page, the overall rating sits at mixed, with around 2/3 of reviews being mostly positive. Responding to complaints on X, Gearbox Software's Randy Pitchford explained how users could achieve better performance. Quote, I know a lot of you are dead set on playing at 4K with Ultramax settings and using 2 or 3-year-old hardware. You do you, but Borderlands 4 and Unreal Engine 5 are doing a lot, and for me that trade-off for frames isn't worth it. I play at 1440p with settings super high and I'm super happy with that trade-off. The game looks amazing at 1440p. If you're not 4K stubborn and just want to have a great fun time with higher perf, please consider running at 1440p resolution. If you got a beast of a video card, you're probably fine at 4K, but if you're in the middle or close to mid-spec, I would definitely recommend making that trade. Unfortunately for Mr. Pitchford, this post has received criticism for being dismissive and even accused of being a distraction from the game's poor launch performance and optimization on PC. We've got much news, no time to talk, that's a quick news blast. Game creator Toby Fox has posted his latest newsletter detailing the future of Deltarune, saying saying in part that he doesn't expect Chapter 5 to be released in the first half of 2026, while also casually confirming Chapter 6 will follow. In a bizarre twist to last week's shocking murder of Charlie Kirk, one of the messages inscribed on an unfired bullet casing references Helldivers 2, specifically an input command made to call in an Eagle bomb. The lead suspect, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, is accused of slaying Kirk and fleeing the scene, though no clear motive for the murder or the numerous online references on the bullet casings has been found. The single most valuable Pokemon card has once again reached new heights. A Pikachu Illustrator PSA 9 recently sold through online marketplace eBay for a cool $4 million. In a recent interview with French news outlet Clips de Lundi, Sandfall Interactive confirmed Clair Obscur Expedition 33's latest sales numbers, adding over 1 million units since the last report, totaling 4.4 million copies sold since launch. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. In the meantime, why not check out Austin Clark's latest all about Titanfall 2 and why some people still can't get enough of Respawn's first-person shooter. Link in the description below. Keep clicking around here at Game Rant, and we'll see you Friday. Thanks, everybody.